The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Zethkar's tentacles curled in distress. The holographic display showed impossible readings, energy signatures that violated every known law of physics. In the center of the chamber, the human representative, Dr. Sarah Chen, sat with what the aliens had learned to recognize as humanity's most dangerous expression, a smile. "The humans have done it again," whispered Council Leader Morthak, her crystalline form shimmering with anxiety. "They've somehow weaponized a stellar collapse without destroying themselves." The Vrexian military advisor's 6 eyes blinked in rapid succession, a sign of extreme agitation. "Impossible. Our calculations show that manipulating a neutron star's magnetic field should result in immediate system-wide devastation." Yet their colony ships emerged unscathed, having somehow harnessed the energy to create a stable wormhole. Dr. Chen cleared her throat, drawing attention to herself. "Honored council members, I believe there's been a misunderstanding. We didn't weaponize anything. We simply improvised." A collective shudder ran through the alien assembly. In the 3 centuries since humanity had joined the galactic community, that word, improvised, had become synonymous with impossible achievements and violated natural laws. The humans had a disturbing tendency to look at universal constants and treat them as suggestions. Zethkar's neural tendrils twitched as he accessed the incident report. "Your species detected the neutron star's magnetic field instability and, rather than evacuating as any rational species would, you decided to surf the wave using modified cargo haulers equipped with," he paused. "Struggling with the translation, duct tape and prayer?" "Well, when you put it like that, it sounds less scientific than it actually was," Dr. Chen replied, her smile widening. "We also used some rubber bands." The ethereal representative, a being of pure energy who rarely spoke, manifested a physical form just to express horror. "You achieved faster-than-light travel by essentially jury-rigging your ships to ride the gravitational shockwaves of a dying star. This violates approximately 47 different physical laws." 48, corrected the human ambassador cheerfully. "We also briefly reversed entropy in Sector 7. That was an accident, though." Marcus from engineering sneezed at an unfortunate moment and somehow inverted the polarity on our temporal stabilizers. Council Leader Morthak's crystalline structure began resonating with stress frequencies. In her species' 10,000-year history, they had carefully studied the universe's rules, mapping every constant, every limitation. The humans had arrived and immediately begun treating physics like a rough draft. "Dr. Chen," Morthak began carefully, "your species has now achieved transluminal communication through aggressive creativity, a matter teleportation via enthusiastic tinkering, and now stellar manipulation through optimistic engineering. Our scientists are beginning to question whether reality itself is stable around your kind." The human leaned forward conspiratorially. "Want to hear about our plans for next Tuesday?" The chamber erupted in alien languages, clicks, whistles, harmonics, and electromagnetic pulses, all expressing the same sentiment: terror. Zethkar composed himself first. Perhaps it would be better if we didn't know." "Oh, come on," Dr. Chen said, practically bouncing in her chair. "We're going to try to make a black hole sneeze. Theoretical physics suggests it's impossible, but Jenkins in R&D found this really interesting loophole involving quantum mechanics and aggressive optimism." The Vrexian military advisor's eye stalks drooped in defeat. "They're going to accidentally create a universe, aren't they?" "We're hoping for just a small dimension," the human admitted. "Maybe something pocket-sized, useful for storage." What truly terrified the Council wasn't humanity's casual relationship with impossibility. It was their consistent success. Every other species had evolved by learning the universe's boundaries and living within them. Humans seemed to have evolved by finding those boundaries and immediately figuring out how to pole vault over them, while making it look easy. The ethereal being flickered with exasperation. "How do you even discover these methods? Our greatest minds spend millennia calculating theoretical possibilities." Dr. Chen shrugged. "Usually someone says, 'I bet we can't,' and then we prove them wrong out of spite. Competition is a powerful motivator. Also coffee. Coffee helps with the impossible stuff." Morthak made a decision that would haunt her for cycles to come. "Dr. Chen, the Council has a proposal. What if we designated certain sectors of space as Human experimental zones. Areas where your species could pursue these impossible projects without accidentally unmaking reality for the rest of us. The human's eyes lit up with an enthusiasm that made every alien in the chamber instinctively retreat. You mean we'd have entire systems to work with? Without having to worry about breaking things? That was precisely our concern, yes. Oh, this is going to be fun. Dr. Chen clapped her hands together. We've been wanting to test our theory about making stars dance in formation. And there's this hypothesis about teaching gravity to sing. Plus, the kids in the junior engineering program have some ideas about making time go sideways. As Dr. Chen continued outlining humanity's casual plans to redesign fundamental reality, the council members exchanged glances filled with an emotion they'd never experienced before meeting humans: resigned appreciation for the impossible. Later, as the council dispersed, Zethkar would write in his personal log, "The humans have agreed to contain their reality-altering experiments to designated zones. I consider this a victory, despite the fact that they've somehow convinced us to give them entire star systems to play with. I begin to suspect that humanity doesn't break physics so much as physics simply gives up arguing with them." 3 parsecs away, aboard the human research vessel Probable Cause, Chief Engineer Marcus Peterson looked at his latest readings and smiled. Tomorrow they were going to make a neutron star hiccup. By Thursday, if everything went according to plan, they'd have taught it to whistle. The universe, as it had learned to do around humans, simply sighed and prepared for another impossible Tuesday.